What's up, guys? We've got another state of the game to go over this week. Thank God not as packed with info as I had to transcribe last week. Not that that's important to you guys. Anyways, here we go. So, they're changing back the way that gear score works. So, all of your gear score at the end is going to be your current gear score average or higher. So that's good for your completionists out there, and will also help the damage rolls and armor and stuff like that. They balanced out how quickly that's going to drop for you as well, so that's live in the PTS, so you can test those if your character's not gear score 500 already. What that means is it will drop at your current gear score average for your entire character. If you have a 500 pair of knee pads or something like that, and your gear score is not entirely up to 500, you still may find a lower drop than 500 knee pads. That's just how this is going to work. So once you hit gear score 500, all high ends will be 500, and purples will be 490. Recalibration got tuned up. It used to be that your stats could get rolled lower if you hit the cap, as they're calling it. So they've changed that, and they're saying the vast majority of the time now, whenever you're moving stats over it, you won't hit the cap, and it will retain the number from the other piece. Though they did say it may still happen sometimes if it's just a massive roll. Recalibration is very complicated in how it works, but it shouldn't happen nearly as much now. I love that. I hated that I got capped. It made it stupid difficult to get the gear pieces I wanted. It basically already had to have the right attributes and the brand set, everything minus the talents basically, for it to be worth it. Now it's a little more flexible. However, this does mean we won't be able to recalibrate past 500 like we could before. Good change though. I am happy with it. The mods, this I was really interested in. This is like armor mods and weapon mods. We'll get the skill stuff later. If you wanted banging mods before, for specific things like headshot damage or something, you had to have a Smurf character, a lower level character, to go get some blues off of, because the numbers were just better. Now they're making it so you can craft the blue and purple mods, which is fantastic. They went on to say that high-end mods have a bigger range as well as more stats that can roll in them, so like 3 or 4 as opposed to 1 or 2. So more of a blanket mod than a scalpel kind of deal. I like this variation that we have, and it'll open up some build variety things that I don't think we had before. They're doing a really good job progressing and responding to feedback instead of just smashing the blue mods like we all know that they perfectly could have. Blueprints got some cool stuff. You can now buy them from the crafting vendor, and all blueprints from all vendors are now going to move to her as well. So no blueprints from anyone else. We will also have new sources for blueprints. We've still got the old ones with control points, vendors, and projects, but now we also have new weekly projects that will reward blueprints. You need to get 1 per settlement, so 3 per week from those, as well as daily projects in the base that you'll be donating crafting materials to get a blueprint there, so 10 blueprints in a week. That's way better than we had before, because they don't just drop now. You do these projects and you'll eventually get them. That's a great option for players that don't have a lot of time to put into this game, so good move on their part there. Skill mods. This has been a big deal to a lot of players. They talked about how high-end skill mods have a high power requirement, but you can use blue and purple mods if you don't have the skill power to make them work. They also said that they're going to be giving you an aux battery mod. This is going to be going into the skill mod slot and will give you a power boost for that specific skill. That will allow you to unlock those higher power skill mods while giving up one of the mod slots to be able to power up the other mods. And you'll be able to get these as drops, or if you craft a skill mod, it might come out as one of these aux batteries. The 515 gear score items have been a heated topic, only dropping in the DZ from last week's State of the Game. They did say that there would be more places to get that, and more details on that stuff will follow. More ammo will now be dropping during fights if you're low on ammo. Your gray crafting materials will now be upped to 600, so you can hold some more of those. And finally, the hardwired gear set will now be upped from 450 to 480. So now what's going to happen is when you craft it, it'll roll in a range of 480 to 500 instead of 450 to 500. No mention for any gear set buffs as of yet. So that's a lot of big stuff, some seriously good changes coming our way. I'm really happy about the way they're progressing here. There's still some more stuff that needs tweaked, of course. My Reviver Hive still isn't working the way I want it to, but I'm sure they're working on that. Gear sets need something done to them and stuff like that, but all in all, I think they're moving in a good direction. I'm interested to see how all this stuff affects the raid and all that kind of good stuff. So let me know in the comments what you guys think about this stuff, guys. Like this video, it really does help me out a lot. Subscribe to the channel for future Division 2 content. With that, guys, I'll see you in the next video. Have a good one.